Hi everyone, I'm Terry and I'm Nuts About Stamping from nutsaboustamping.com. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. I'm going to show you how to create a really fun masculine greeting card idea with the help of my Big Shot and my En Route stamp set and some framelits. Now, last week when I did my video tutorial, I promised that this week I would show you the Best Route Designer Series paper. I just got it this week, and here are the patterns. It's so much fun. I love these. If you travel, if you scrapbook, or do some kind of memory keeping system, or if you simply want ideas for masculine cards, this is the paper for you. It's just so much fun to play with. And I love all of the products in the Best Route product suite, and I'm going to use some of them today. My card base is going to be Blueberry Bushel. I've cut it 8.5 by 5.5 and scored it on the 4 1/4 mark. And my card is going to be a portrait shape. And to that, I am going to add a couple of layers. The first is Mango Melody, and the next is going to be Whisper White. First, let's do a bit of stamping, and rather than do my layers, normally I do layers like this, which is a very standard square, I'm going to turn them and have them be a diamond shape on the front of my card. So I've got the phrase from the stamp set, and I've got my Blueberry Bushel ink. So I'll just open up my ink pad. I'm going to ink the phrase. Here's a tip for you, and I'll share tips along the way. It's always a good idea after you ink up to just turn it over and have a look at it. That way you know that you have the ink on the surface of every part of your stamp. So I've stamped the Do Something Awesome every single day. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. I've got my magnetic platform, my bottom standard cutting pad. I'm going to put the cardstock on it that I've stamped, and I'm going to use the Stitched Shapes framelits. Love this pack because it adds a delicate detail to the outside of each of these shapes. So you get circles, squares, and ovals, and you get, I think it's 3 different sizes of each shape in the pack. So I'm going to use the square, but again, I'm going to turn it on an angle so it's a diamond. And then I have one of the smaller square stitch shapes, and I'm going to die cut that out as well, and I'll show you in a minute what I'm going to do with that. Just move that so it stops slipping. I guess it really doesn't matter because it's just going to be a square. So I've got that set up, and then on top I'll put my top standard cutting pad. I'll just hold it in place and I'll run it through. So I've got that, and I've got this other little diamond shape, or I guess they're squares. And now I'm going to adhere this phrase to the Mango Melody underneath. I'm going to use snail adhesive. And then I'm going to adhere it to the front of my card, but first I have a strip of the Best Route Designer Series paper. You can see that it has the little airplanes on it. I love to travel, and so I thought this would be a fun strip to add to my card front. So I'm going to put it right over. Hopefully you can see it in the video. If not, I'll lift it up so you can. There we go. So I've added a strip to the left-hand side of my card. And then right on top of that, I'm going to add my phrase. Like so. I'm going to try and center it. Now this does overhang just a little bit. I could make my Mango Melody diamond or square a little bit smaller. So I might do that, or I can even trim it off after the video's over. It might fit into an envelope just fine anyway. Now, I've got this little diamond. What am I going to do with it? Well, I have the Best Root card pack, and I've already shared that on a Facebook Live video recently. But in that card pack, there are these really fun stickers. And so I'm going to take this little airplane because it matches the airplane paper, and I'm going to adhere it down onto this diamond like so, and I am going to attach it to the front and the top, I think. Let me just have a look at what it would look like on the bottom. You know what? I think I'm going to add it to the bottom rather than to the top. Okay? Like so. And then I have some fun embellishments. I'm going to grab those and we'll add those to the front of the card to finish it off. These are the embellishments that I was referring to. They're the Best Root enamel shapes, and you get these 2 sheets with these funky shapes on them, which I think is really fun. And I've decided that I am going to use this kind of marker that you would see on a map, and I'm just going to pick it up with my paper piercing tool. There we go. And I'm going to center it, maybe, like so, and add that to the front of my card. Now, the other thing I could add if I wanted to, here's another tip. We have the Best Root washi tape. You get 3 rolls. There's a very thin gray roll that matches. The other thing I could do is I could add a strip of washi tape. I could have added a strip across here, or when I add a Whisper White layer for the inside, I could add a strip of washi tape here to pull it all together. But for now, I'm very happy with how my card turned out, and it's now ready to send to somebody special. For a complete listing of the supplies that I used and the measurement for all of the cardstock layers, please visit my blog, www.nutsaboutsstamping.com. While you're on my blog, please subscribe to my free newsletters. I send a newsletter each week with a project idea you won't see anywhere else. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.